So VxP, I'll go through this quickly. This is our pitch. We go through first a dying media. We talk about how media is in a state of turmoil. Don't know where it's going to come out. Traditional media is dying, so newspapers, magazines, and such. Entertainment is still the largest segment of media, like movies and such. And pure play, digital media, the video, YouTube, whatever, is the fastest growing segment. This includes blogs and those things. This is what we are going to have to talk about in our own presentation. Now, we pitch that good thing, everything is on the internet. The bad thing is that everything is on the internet. There's so much information out there and they're not really sure where to go with all of it. And you need a place, you need people to sift through all this information. So this is our pitch. This is what we're going for. So VxP, the solution is VxP is a high quality video creation network. And I said that pretty poorly, but that's okay. Now the digital video industry. So the digital video industry, we have YouTube, which is by far the largest player in the digital video industry. Now YouTube is attempting now to create channels and create curation for all of their videos. Justin did find the great article on their vlogging contests in order, basically kind of what we're going for with the hosts and the competition and such. The only problem is, as you can see on the slide, that they're an ocean liner. They're enormous. They already have a set way in the market, and that's how their customers are, and it's very difficult to shift direction quickly. Now with VxP, we can make our pitch that we are a first mover advantage, and that we're a little rowboat, and that we'll have a first impression and gain momentum quickly. This is what we're trying to hope for. Now, this is what we have to pitch and describe when we're making a presentation on the 26th of April. Now, during the next segment, we have different things. Competitive advantage. It's a protected community. Now, protected community, you can read that example on your own. I'm not going to have you do that. I'm not going to read it to you because I'm not going to say that. But we're going to talk about how trolling is a big deal in YouTube community, and in which we're going to have a protected community with our system of checks and balances and strikes and such like that, which will take care of and help with this trolling problem that YouTube has. We found in our focus group that trolling was a big deal to people because it turned them off quite a lot. It turned them off a lot to it, to posting videos and such, because people are just crazy animals up there. Now, this is what we're gonna have. One of the competitive advantages that we're gonna have to pick, that we're gonna have to show. The next one is a competitive atmosphere. So obviously, competitive atmosphere is that users gain rank. It's a gamified site. They gain rank and level. They gain more rights as they go up. They have a chance to be voted into as a host and be the main curator of the site. What we do have to figure out is exactly what responsibilities and rights the host carries. This was a big deal during our focus group, and it needs to be figured out. Our next one, financial incentives. Win $10,000 is for, after you become a host, you can gain that, or you can be paid for being a host, get paid for original programming that you put up, get prizes along the way. That was a big deal in our focus group as well. So this is what we have to pitch to. Now, for our next one is social fusion. Competitive advantage of social fusion, that we're bringing together all the sites. So Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Hookit, Pure Volume, all those sites, bring them together and interacting, making them all interact on the VxP site. A couple people had mentioned this during the focus group, that bring all those things together. We've thought about it over the past few months, and that is kind of a big deal, at bringing together just all the social media aspects around the way, kind of like clout. Now moving on to the next one, top 10 lists and trending algorithms that will have, the top 20 videos, top 20 of the week, the month, the year that people can vote on, and we'll have contests and whatnot for all these things. Now, these videos can get more exposure and more recognition, and it can be based on an algorithm where the host has more recognition and influence than a level 1 does, so a video would be able to get away. Now, our next thing that we have to do is our investment of $50,000, what we're going to use it for. So we want $50,000, but what are we going to use it for? We need a beta. In order to get a beta, we have to raise money to make our proof of concept. In order to make our proof of concept and raise money, we have to have a beta. So we just keep going around in this cycle, in this circle that just keeps going, around and around and around and around and around. And the cycle doesn't really stop. Now, we kind of need, we need the $50,000 in order to make this beta. So if we win the New York State business plan, we would like the $50,000. This is what we have to pitch them. Our $50,000 will make a beta for us. This will give us enough to gain momentum, and which will allow us to raise additional capital to create VxP Media. This is what we have to pitch. Now, VxP, it needs to be done ASAP. We have to say that the work we've done is difficult to duplicate because it's all intellectual, but it's relatively easy to implement. So anybody watching this presentation could actually gain momentum and just take it off from us. That we're a high quality video creation site. So it could be stolen very easily, but it may not be it's not able to be duplicated from scratch very easily. So we need to do it ASAP before YouTube does it or anything like that. So VxP, live it, show it.